Karl Rove right now, brilliant tactician on all things politics, the former Bush 42 Deputy Chief of Staff, Fox News contributor, has a great column today, sort of mapping out what's at stake for Donald Trump's big speech tonight, but ending it, curiously enough, about, well, jump ball, I guess, as you pointed out, Karl, not jump ball per se, on what happens with Biden. What do you think happens and how it changes the race if he does step down as the Democratic nominee? Well,
first of all, I think he is going to step down. Between the time that column went to bed yesterday mid-afternoon, we now know that Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, and former Speaker Nancy Pelosi have told him, time for you to get out. Adam Schiff, who would not act without Nancy Pelosi's blessing, I think, has gone public with his opposition. And then today, Senator Hickenlooper of Colorado, who is a very reasonable, well-respected, well-thought-of member of the Senate Democratic Caucus, he went public. And again, my assumption is he's not a guy who seeks the public light, and he would not have done this had not Schumer green-lighted it. And then deafening silence from the Obamas and the Clintons, who, if they wanted Biden to stay in, would be dampening this down by saying we support him. So I think it's a matter of time before he goes, and he ought to go, Neil. The polls are deadly to him. Take our Sunday Fox News poll. Is his mental condition a risk to U.S. security? 63% said yes, including 62% of independents and 38% of Democrats. Is he involved in decision making? 63% also say only somewhat or not at all. And then has the White House been transparent and honest about his mental condition? 71% say no. So they don't think he's up to the job, and they're not going to trust what the White House says about his condition. Those are deadly, and while the polls have shown some diminution in his strength, it's going to be worse if he stays into the race.
And apparently that's what the Barack Obamas and Hakeem Jeffries and the Chuck Schumers are beginning to say now. And when they make the argument, Joe, you gotta step down. So we'll see what he decides, to your point. But again, at the more traditional level of polls, national polls, you hear these stories that Joe Biden always comes back and says, you know, for all my troubles, Donald Trump isn't running away with it. Are you saying that what we're witnessing beneath the surface and what he's privy to now from these Democratic pollsters who have their own data, that it's a meltdown, that his support is in fact melting down?
Well, if you see it, he's dropped. It's not that Trump has moved up. It's that Biden has dropped. And a vote we vote for people because of two impulses. We like that candidate, and we don't like the other guy. And how those things are in our decision making is important. What has happened is very few people are supporting Biden because they're for him. They're for him because they're against Trump. And so over time, that means that the enthusiasm gap is going to be to the advantage of the Republicans and Trump. The people are for Donald Trump because they like him. And Saturday only increased the enthusiasm of those people. He was saved from death by a providential hand. So the enthusiasm on the Republican side is rising. On the Democratic side, it's declining. And the polls, while they're beginning to show some diminution in Biden's support, it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better unless they replace him and give the new person a chance to be working on, if you will, so both sides of the equation. Yeah, we don't want to have Trump, but now I'm getting enthusiastic about, fill in the blank, Whitmer, Kelly of Arizona, Brashear of Kentucky, Polis of Colorado, blah, 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 blah. But right now they're stuck because no Democrat is getting more enthusiastic about supporting Joe Biden.
Got it. Karl, always great catching up. You're a walking encyclopedia, Karl. You know that. Amazing. Thank you very much.